Hello, lovers of Lenormand. I am Lisa Young Sutton, and welcome to my channel. And I just have my two books here, just in case anyone doesn't know who I am. All right, so it's time for another quick 3-card reading, and today I am using Tony's Polly's Sunset Lenormand. So let's get to it. Okay, I feel like it's been a while since I've done one of these. I know last week when I was feeling under the weather, I did not do one because I was just too slow to do a live reading. You know, which is a good point. When you are physically or mentally, if you are not feeling up to par, you know, go ahead and play with your cards, but don't do anything that anything serious, anything that puts you under pressure, or, you know, that kind of thing. Okay. First card. Ooh, we got the rider. Here, let's move the books. Thanks for stopping by. You know what? Wait, let me zoom before I forget. I hate when I play back videos and I'm like, geez, can they even see that? All right. Got the rider. Ooh, uh-oh. Got the clouds. And last card is going to be, oh, let me see. No, I want this one. Oh, okay, we got the ring. All right. Now, wow, I'm already seeing quite a story here. Look at that. All right, so it looks like trouble is approaching. Rider is approaching, right? Trouble is approaching regarding a contract, a commitment, some sort of relationship or meeting. We could say troubling or confusing news or information. The rider is the messenger that brings news or information. Is coming regarding a meeting or contract. How about, rushing blindly into a contract? The rider can represent hurrying or rushing. Now the clouds can represent a smoke screen or a cover-up. So if this were an advice spread, I'd suggest that you take your time and read the fine print of that contract. All right? Somebody could be trying to pull the wool over your eyes. All right, now let's look at these cards more visually, because the first thing I saw was the rider. It looks like the rider is hightailing it away from the dark side of the clouds. And as an equestrian, that looks like a game I often played as a child, right? Can I outrun those rain clouds? Oh, man. So the rider generally faces what it's bringing. Now take note that the rider is facing the left. Right? He's not facing into the spread. He's facing outside of the spread. He's not facing anything, right? So he's facing nothing. Yet we can say that he's facing backward. Now, do we call this the past? Well, not really, because this is not a past, present, future spread. But regardless, the energy of a spread when you read left to right is moving from left to right. So we call the left side, the cards to the left, we can call them the already in place side, or we can call it the weaker energy, or some call it the inauspicious energy. And we say these things because we're moving away from that energy, right? So a lot of people are confused by that. Like they say, well, what if these are positive cards over here to the left? Like if you had a person here and the card to the left is considered inauspicious, and they're like, but that's a positive card. Well, you're still moving away from it, all right? Okay, now, okay, also take note that the line ends with a commitment or meeting, and the light side of the clouds is favoring that. So I could say that rushing into this commitment will bring trouble, so don't commit until you see things clearly, right? I mean, this could be a story about the lover who has cold feet about popping the question. Ooh. And that could be a message for somebody watching. All right, so let's look at the cards individually. The rider can represent a person, right? It's one of those cards that has no cord inset, right? It's the 9 of Hearts. It's not a court inset, but we often see it as a person. I mean, there's always a rider on that horse. It's not a wild Mustang, right? It's a rider. That's the name of the card, is the rider, not the horse, all right? So whether it's a visitor or a messenger, either way, we're typically referring to a person in that regard. Of course, it's, you know, the rider can also be a feedback or ideas, that's a better one. Ideas coming to you, and that does not involve another person, but you would be the person then. You would be the rider. Okay, what's another one? The bear. The bear is another example of a card that can represent a person even though there's no court inset. The bear is often seen as your boss or a mother figure, right? Mama bear. Or some see it as a big, hairy, pushy man. Okay. So the clouds. The clouds is the most directional of all the cards because it has 2 different sides. It's the only card that has 2 different sides. It has the light side and the dark side. Now we know it's the card of troubles and confusion, but what else can we say about the clouds? It represents, it can represent a dampening of one's mood, a critical situation, being disoriented, or something that disrupts your plans. Okay, hang on, I gotta take a drink. I still have that tickle in my throat. Okay, the ring is our card of commitments and bonds, as well as contracts and meetings that are agreed to. Okay, vows, promises. What am I doing? Vows, promises, or agreements, yeah. Okay, it also represents associations, alliances, affiliations, cyclical things, and valuable things, things we value, right? Okay, so the last thing I can say is that your word is your bond. So don't rush blindly into your promises. Take the time to see things clearly before committing. Ooh, there it is. Okay, so that's it for today, my friends. Thanks, as always, for watching. I will see you in my Facebook group, Lisa Loves Lenormand, Traditional Petit and Grand Jeu, and in the next video. Until then, keep playing with those cards. Bye, everybody.